Today I am going to talk about the carnivore diet and or the ketogenic diet, which I've been following for just under a week, and I was inspired to do it partly by YouTube videos that I saw from people who follow the diets and just how incredibly healthy they look and how much improvement they've made from what their previous state of health was. But also I decided to go ahead and do it because listening to my own body, in the past year, I've found myself craving meat. And when I go to find that meat, which is usually in a restaurant because I don't tend to buy it, I'll be extremely full for hours and hours and hours, and not need to snack on anything. So I'd observed that, and it had got me thinking. Obviously, there's a lot of pressure in the world today to go vegan, and I have followed something like a vegan diet in the past. I've been vegetarian when I was a teenager. I love animals, so that's a big deal for me. So why on earth would I go carnivore? For me, the most important thing is how that animal lived and the respect that's due to that animal when we eat it. So whether that's giving thanks, meditating, or just killing it in a less painful way and keeping it in good conditions while it's alive, that's what is important to me. But I don't have a moral conflict with eating animals because an animal would eat me and that's okay. It's just the food chain, and I think it might be a biological fact that we are built to thrive on meat. I think I might be persuaded by that. So I decided to go ahead and give it a try. It's quite a radical change for my body. I suppose at this point I should mention that I have multiple sclerosis, and I'm already on a journey of trying to move back into a healthy, strong state of body and mind. It's been a really long journey back up from the hole that I was in. I was in a wheelchair. I wasn't completely confined to a wheelchair, but I was using a wheelchair for extreme fatigue, and let's not dwell on how I used to be. I was also extremely heavily carbohydrate based all my life, so I just really wanted to know what my body would be like if I was no longer using that type of fuel and had something that was more sustainable. Will I get my strength back to the extent that, because up the mountain off grid I have got remarkably healthier, but because living off grid is more physically demanding, I'm still kind of limited by my condition. So I've got more work to do. I want to get back to full strength. So how has it been the first week? I have found it quite hard, but also already I've experienced benefits from it which keep me committed to it. So I found it I found the first day or so a bit gross. I just mean the fats, all the greasiness and the fats. It's just not the type of food I would normally go for or buy because it's expensive, and my fridge, I can't run a fridge the whole year round, so I can't keep meat in the fridge. So I made some mistakes in the supermarket. I bought some meat that basically was processed, although I didn't think it was. It had glucose added and sunflower oil added, and so I need to be going to the local butcher basically. I do feel better within myself. I'm sort of, I don't know how to explain it really. I just feel satiated and like healthier. I suppose I got used to being bloated and unhealthy and running on sugars. So I actually went to IKEA and I got like a big pork, I don't know what it was, it looked like an entire wild boar. It was this huge like chunk of meat on a bone, and it was pork, I believe. And I got that, and I also got on the side a lemon, a salmon, smoked salmon with a lemon wedge, and that was my meal at IKEA, and it was delicious. The salmon was delicious, the pork was delicious. I'm not even a pork fan, but it was delicious. And then I did not eat a single thing for 24 hours, and I did not feel hungry. I did not think about food. I just had enough sustenance. And then when the next day rolled around, at about 5 p.m, I went and made some bacon and eggs. So I have actually been buying meat that I'm not that keen on. I did it by mistake. I bought some minced meat and some beef burger. What I thought was minced beef and beef burgers turned out it was a mix of pork mince and beef mince. And I don't like pork. Pork's a bit weird to me because pigs have got human eyes and human skin, and you can have a heart transplant from a pig, and that's weird. So I'm not going to eat pigs if I can avoid it. I'd much rather eat beef and chicken and lamb. And those things I would like to, maybe not beef, but I would like to keep my own sheep and my own chickens so that I can make sure that they're treated well and know their full history before I consume them. So that's the long-term plan, which I'm super excited about. And in the meantime, I'm going to not go to the supermarket because I messed up, and also I bought some fruit juice, which was completely stupid, and I was downing all this fruit juice, and then I realised, hang on a minute, this isn't part of the carnivore diet. So I'm still finding my way, and I would say I'm sort of more ketogenic at the moment, actually, because I've got some grapes, I've got some peas. I cooked the mince with an onion and some peas and some spices today, rather than just pure mince, to take the taste of the pork away. And so I'm also going to Morocco in a week's time, so I'm probably going to have to be ketogenic then, or I won't get to enjoy any tagines. Although there won't be any pork in Morocco, so that's a good thing. Yeah, it's fun. It's a diet that you can actually enjoy, which is super awesome, and you can enjoy feeling good immediately, whether or not you see differences in your health or your skin or your hair or your weight. You can feel the benefit immediately within yourself of just more energy and better energy, more sustainable energy. So my aim would be to get up in the morning, to be well enough to get up in the morning and take the dogs for a walk before breakfast. If I achieved that as a daily routine, that's like almost a miracle. I just, the earliest I can conceivably walk the dogs at the moment is 12 p.m. Anything after 12, maybe, but nothing before. I'm just never able to. My body feels really heavy and sluggish, and the past few days when I've been waking up in the morning, that hasn't been the case. So I'm hopeful that this feeling of being stronger and more nourished is going to keep growing and keep bringing more benefits. I'll do another video and I'll let you know what my progress is. Okie doke, bye.